Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be walking you through the process of making a very simple pause menu in Godot. You'll see here we have our game, it's functioning, we hit escape, it pauses, we press resume, it unpauses, and obviously if we press quit, it shuts down the whole game. You'll probably want to build on this quite a bit, but with this tutorial we'll be showing you the basic functionality to get you started. Also, I'll be sure to include a written tutorial in the description, which will have, easy code snippets to just go in and grab. Alright, hopping right into things. The only thing I have off the bat here is just a main scene. This is just for example purposes, but I'm sure you have a really awesome game going on. So we're going to add one more scene here, and that is going to be a control node, and we're going to call that pause menu. Inside of this, we're going to want to add a couple of childs. Let's add a panel, and then let's also add a VBox container. Inside of the VBox container, we're going to put all of the elements of our menu. So we're going to want a label, just keeping things simple here. Let's just add 2 buttons. We'll make one resume, and the other one will be quit. Let's make our panel the full width of the game, and then we'll take our VBox container, and we're going to go to layout, anchors, and we're going to just put it in the hard center, and then let's make it a little bigger too. Add our text, so let's say game paused, and then we'll name our buttons. This one will be resume, this one will be quit. We'll get rid of that little space. And let's center the text too, so that it all kind of looks a little bit more fluid. And I actually don't really love the way this is, so what I'm going to do is change the type of this to canvas layer. And then I'm going to add a control. And basically just doing the same thing here. I'll even rename this control to pause menu. And we're going to change this to canvas layer. And then we just want to make sure that the pause menu is also that width, and then reset this. Okay, let's move it into our main scene. If I run this real quick, you'll see I've got my game in the background. I'm going to attach a script, and let's create a new script here. I'm sure you already have one made up, but I'm going to be making a new one for my main scene. The first thing I'm going to do in here is I'm going to make a brand new function. We're going to call this func toggle pause. And in this function, what we're going to do is we're going to call getTree.paused, just us asking if the scene tree is currently paused. So what we're going to say is that equals the opposite of getTree.paused. What this does is if it's not paused, we're going to set it equal to paused, and if it is already paused, we're going to unpause it. What we can do now is we can say pause menu dot visible equals get underscore tree paused, and this is basically going to accomplish the same thing, right? So whenever we're changing the value of if the scene tree is paused or not, we're going to also be applying that to if we can see the pause menu. But it's yelling at us, right, because we don't have the pause menu declared yet, but we can add it in very easily. And I actually just want to get the pause menu, so we're going to say pause menu, and then we're going to grab that. And then what we can also do is we can copy this, and at the very beginning of our ready function, we'll just set it to invisible, because we don't want to be seeing it right away. So now if we run our program, we don't see it, even though it's there. You could also just set it to invisible within the settings, and now we need to be able to trigger it. So we're going to be doing that inside of our process function. We are just going to say if input.is underscore action just pressed, and we're going to pass it the UI canceled. When that happens, we will toggle pause. Now this should already be declared in your project. If it's not, or you want to just check, go to your project settings, input map, UI underscore cancel. You'll see we already have it set to our escape, so we're not going to add that in, but if for some reason you don't or you changed it, this is where you can add it in. So now if we run it, we should be able to press escape. There we go, the whole game pauses in the background and we get our menu. It's important that we go into our pause menu here, we go to filter properties, we go to the process mode, and we select when paused, since we're only going to be using this element when it's actually paused. And then we can start hooking up our buttons. So let's give the pause menu a little script here, create the script, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go into resume, click on our signals, we're going to click pressed. And what we want to do here is just have a function for each time it's pressed. So let's connect it. And when it's pressed, we can say get underscore tree dot paused equals false. And then we can say visible equals false. We also have to set up our quit button here. Same concept. We're going to go to signals. We're going to go to pressed, connect it. Now, obviously, you probably have some kind of a save functionality. If you do, you're going to want to save first. Then you can quit, and you can do that by just saying get underscore tree dot quit. So let's run it. Let's press escape, unpause a couple times, and now if we press quit, boom, it shuts down our game, which is exactly what we wanted. And that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. If you have any questions or you ran into any trouble, also let me know. I'll do my best to help you out. I hope you have a great day. Take it easy.